Hi YouTube, I'm here to showcase Starship Troopers by the Folio Society. I picked this book up, it's around $77 US, and I was excited to showcase this because I hadn't seen anybody else showcase it yet. This book is quarter bound in block cloth with blocked metallic paper sides. It's set in meridian with stencil display and has 272 pages. The frontispiece is there and there's 6 color illustrations including 2 double page spreads. It has metallic colored page edges, which I'll show you in a moment, and a slipcase that's printed with an inset colored label. It's a really great book and it's a really great design, and I just wanted to showcase this today. So one of the things you'll see with Folio Society is they give cases, and this one has some beautiful art on the front of it. And it is inset, as I said before, so it does go down a little bit to help protect it. It does feel like it's kind of a high quality sticker. So over time, if it's going on and off the shelf, it could get some wear to it. Now looking at the book, you'll see it has a really beautiful design on it. It has that shimmer to it. And you'll see I put some post-it notes at the top to mark the illustrations for us today. And then the sides have that same shimmer to them. So for $77, you're getting a really nice book for sure, with custom illustrations. And then you'll see it looks really good on the bookshelf with that beautiful foil looking blue and the Folio Society logo there. I'll be honest, at first I wasn't in love with the illustrations. I know he's a famous illustrator, but I just wasn't in love with them. But the more I got used to it, the more I really love them. He uses beautiful colors, bright, vibrant colors. And I will show you the illustrations. I don't think many of them spoil anything, but the last one could be a bit of a spoiler. I have not read the book yet, but I did look at the last illustration and all the illustrations, and it did look like that could be a mild spoiler, so I'll try to warn you before we get to that one. All right, so opening the book up, you'll see it has just a beautiful paper. And then there's the frontispiece illustration. Very nice lighting and color in it. And then there's the author, and it's introduced by Joe Heinlein, and illustrations are by Stephen Hickman, who's a pretty famous illustrator. And it's produced by the Folio Society in London in 2018. So mostly, if you're here, you're probably wanting to see the illustrations. So I will kind of highlight those. I did start reading this, and I did read the introduction, and it seemed like this person who wrote the introduction was friends with the author, but he was kind of critical of him in some ways in the introduction. So I don't know if that's typical for introductions, but he was critical of his writing, but also he definitely lifted him up in many ways too. But I thought that was a little strange that he criticized him for some of his ideas. So here's some pencil drawings that are in here, and they look great. Really good. All right, and then we're gonna start the story out. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the first illustration, which is a double page spread. I'll go ahead and take that off. And it's just beautiful. I just love the colors he uses. Very nice. We'll go to the next illustration. You can just see that beautiful atmosphere in the illustrations. Great color. And I really like this one. It doesn't have any color, but I just love how he broke down the suit and, you know, just showed you all the little tech involved in the suit. Really cool. There's the other double page spread. Just looks great. Look at those explosions in the background. I love that. And then this one's just okay to me. I mean, I definitely like how he uses the scale involved in the ship, and you can just tell how large that ship is. And then we're getting to our last illustration, so if you're worried about any kind of a mild spoiler, then you might want to turn this off now, but I want to go ahead and turn it to that now. Okay. Really cool stuff. Again, they weren't my favorite at first, but, you know, well, they're really great, but I mean, just comparing to other Folio Society editions, they weren't my favorite compared to some of those, but the more I got into it and the more I looked at them, I was like, no, these are really great. He's obviously a pretty prolific illustrator, so great book. And then at the end of the book, there's a historical note. And that's it. I will say I really like the cloth here. It's very silky. It's very smooth. And I also really like the paper that they used on the rest of the book. It feels very high quality. It has a shimmer to it. And you'd have to feel it to understand, because I know it looks pretty plain on the camera, but it really does feel like a high quality book. And I recommend you pick it up. I mean, it's a great book. It's got custom illustrations. And definitely check it out at Folio Society.